Prospect Capital. The ticker symbol is PSEC, and it's what's called a business development company. So it invests in middle market businesses, and the idea behind it is to bring attractive returns and monthly dividends to its shareholders. So it pays a dividend every month, and the last one I received was for 5 cents per share. It's currently trading at about $8.20 per share, roughly. Based in the USA, and it's a financial services company that primarily lends to and invests in middle market privately held companies. The company's investment objective is to generate both current income and long-term capital appreciation through debt and equity investments. It invests primarily in senior and subordinated secured debt and equity of private companies in need of capital for acquisitions, divestitures, growth, development, recapitalizations, and other purposes. It makes directly originated agented loans to companies, including companies which are controlled by private equity sponsors and companies that are not controlled by private equity sponsors. It also invests in senior and secured loans, syndicated loans, and high-yield bonds that have been sold to a club or syndicate of buyers, both in the primary and secondary markets. It's managed by its investment advisor, Prospect Capital Management. Its current market cap is $3.24 billion, has a PE ratio of about 3.26. Its current revenue, $631.97 million. Has a nice earnings per share of $2.55. Its current dividend yield is about 8.64%, and it pays about 5 cents per month at the moment. Its quarterly profit margin is 154%, and over the last year is about the same, 152%. Its quarterly debt to assets is 38%, and annually is about 37%. And its annual cash flow from operating is $31.02 million, and from financing is negative $11.97 million. Its dividend history, this one goes back to 2004, and it was quite volatile at the start. It seemed to have only paid every quarter back then, up until, that's unusual, it paid 7 times in 2010. Then it looks to be every month in 2011, and every month from then on. So it was choppy in the beginning when it paid every quarter, but it was increasing them. Pretty much every quarter was increasing them. And now it's paying a monthly dividend, but it's been a while since it increased. It dropped from about 8 cents per share in 2017 down to 6, and it's been about 6 ever since. Its current 52-week high is $9.25, and its 52-week low is $4.91. And this graph goes back to 2004, which was when Prospect Capital was founded, and they were paying quarterly dividends up until about 2010, which is about here. So they paid 8 dividends in 2010, and then in 2011 onwards, they've paid a monthly dividend ever since. So it hasn't really moved much. It was about 8 cents per share, and then in 2017 it dropped down to 6, and it stayed there since. But the payout ratio at the moment is only 28.7%, which is sustainable. That means they're only paying about 30% of their profits out as a dividend to shareholders, which is good for them more so than it is investors, but they're still paying a monthly dividend, and if it's this low, there is potential for them to increase it. So that's all for this one, and I hope that you found this useful.